much, John. We appreciate that very much. It's wonderful to be here tonight, and we've already heard from some very dedicated people to our community. It's wonderful. Can we give a shout out as well to the Preston Events Center staff? They are working hard tonight. They're doing a great job. Wonderful. It's my pleasure to introduce Christine Dawson and invite her to the stage. Christine is the Associate Vice President of Experiential Learning and Innovation at Algonquin College. Christine joined Algonquin in 2021 and leads the team that helps students gain real-world experience as part of their education. Experiential learning is one of the most important benefits that volunteering offers young people. It creates a special bond between VO and the college. And I am a proud Algonquin alum, so it's my pleasure to introduce Christine Dawson.
Thank you so much, Sam. Good evening, distinguished guests, nominees, colleagues, and fellow advocates of community service. I'm honored to be here tonight at the 2024 VOscars on behalf of Algonquin College, which is the proud sponsor of this year's Mayor's Award for Volunteer Spirit. Volunteerism and being an active member of the community is a critical part of the educational experience at Algonquin College. Our graduates set forth from their studies to become entrepreneurs and leaders who help shape the very fabric of our communities in so many tangible and intangible ways, including through giving back. We have countless wonderful examples this past year alone of our students and college community coming together to pay it forward, including the Bachelor of Culinary Arts and Food Science program, students preparing over 2,000 meals for the Ottawa Food Bank this past winter, to learners from the Dental Hygiene Advanced Diploma program helping provide oral health care to underserved groups as part of the annual Heart of the Matter event. Through our volunteer programming at the AC Volunteer Center, we strive to inspire students to give back to their communities and help create social change at the local level and beyond. In addition, when students volunteer their time at Algonquin College, they receive a co-curricular credit, which complements their academic transcript and helps build their resume by the time they graduate. Tonight, we come together to celebrate many of Ottawa's exceptional volunteers, whose dedication knows no bounds. They've not only dedicated their time, but also their hearts to creating a better world for all of us. The 3 volunteer Spirit finalists being recognized tonight have made incredible contributions through volunteering and exemplify extraordinary care and kindness to Ottawa community members. I extend my deepest gratitude to Volunteer Ottawa for their tireless efforts in fostering a culture of volunteerism and to the nominees their unwavering dedication. Your contributions are seen and celebrated. Let us also acknowledge that volunteering is not only a service to our community, but a force of transformation, even in education. The experiences gained through volunteering enrich our lives, broaden our perspectives, and instill values that will serve us well throughout our lives. So as we stand here tonight, let's renew our commitment to service, inspired by the remarkable individuals before us. Together, we can continue building a community defined by compassion, inclusivity, and shared determination to make a meaningful impact. Thank you. Merci. Miigwech. And it is now my distinct pleasure to welcome to the stage, to the podium, the Mayor of Ottawa, Mark Sutcliffe. Long before being elected to public office, Mayor Sutcliffe was an active volunteer, playing lead roles in several of the city's best-known charities and nonprofit associations. His support for volunteerism is a hallmark of his work as mayor, and we're honored that he's able to join us at the VOscars again this year.
Thank you very much. Bonjour, tout le monde. Bonsoir. Great to be here tonight. Great to see all of you this evening. I don't know why they're taking my picture because I haven't won anything tonight, but it's an honor to be here tonight. And I want to recognize Jim Watson, my friend and former mayor of Ottawa, who has presented this award himself many times, of course. Great to see you, Jim. I've been going around the city over the last few days pointing out how beautiful the weather is in Ottawa and how it was never like this when Jim was mayor. So, you know, things are good. Things are good in Ottawa. Merci à Bénévoles Ottawa d'avoir organisé ce formidable événement annuel. Thank you to Volunteer Ottawa for putting on this amazing event, and it's great to see so many wonderful people from our community here tonight to celebrate the leading volunteers in our city. And great to be joined by my colleague from Ottawa City Council, Wilson Lowe, as well. I don't know if there are other members of council who are here tonight, but Wilson, great to see you. And as was mentioned, volunteering has been a big part of my life. I started volunteering when I was a teenager, and it really taught me a lot about the community, really taught me a lot about the vulnerabilities we have in our city, even in a city as prosperous as Ottawa. We're also lucky to live in Ottawa, but at the same time, we know there are many people who are not as fortunate as we are. And I always talk about how volunteers get thanked a lot, as they should. They get honored with awards like tonight. But volunteering, as you all know, is such a rich and rewarding experience. And I always felt like I got as much, if not more, from volunteering than I ever put into it. So I was always very grateful for the volunteer opportunities that I've had in my life. And so I want to take a second to thank all of the volunteers in the room tonight, all of the people who have contributed your time to making Ottawa a better city. Merci pour tous vos efforts. C'est formidable. It's really remarkable that we have such a wonderful city that is built on volunteerism. It is a city of volunteers, of people who care, people who contribute, people who put their time behind important causes and support the most vulnerable in our community. So thank you for what you do, and thank you to the folks at Volunteer Ottawa for all of your hard work coordinating and supporting and promoting the efforts of volunteers in our community. And it's really an honor to be able to hand out this award tonight, a very special award, the Mayor's Award for Volunteer Spirit. And I was really delighted to be able to hand it out last year as well. This award is given to individuals or groups who truly embody what it means to be a volunteer in Ottawa. Ce prix est remis aux personnes ou aux groupes qui incarnent véritablement les valeurs du bénévolat à Ottawa. And we have 3 exceptional finalists for the award tonight. Carol Janison with Dress for Success Ottawa. It's a wonderful organization that I've toured a couple of times. Carol, thank you for helping so many women and gender nonconforming people boost their confidence and achieve their career goals, and for being a part of their lives at such a crucial point in their lives on many occasions. Secondly, Parmad Chabra. Congratulations on the nomination. Parmad is a highly respected social worker and community builder who serves in voluntary leadership positions with a number of different organizations in our city, including the Western Ottawa Community Resource Centre, the India-Canada Association, and the Canadian Care and Share Association. Congratulations on your nomination. And finally, our third nominee is Wayne French. Congratulations, Wayne. Wayne has been involved in a lot of different things in our community. This might be the second or third time I've seen him today, in fact. Run into him all the time at various community events. And Wayne has more than 30 years of service with the Kiwanis Club, which is incredible. And he also joined the Ottawa Community Housing Foundation when it first started. I was on the board at that time as well with Wayne, and he was an invaluable contributor to the board. And he remains a board member to this day. So once again, let's have a big round of applause for our 3 finalists. And just before I announce the winner of the award, I'm going to keep you in suspense just for a few seconds longer, but I did want to take a moment to recognize this year's Lifetime Achievement Award winner, Bharat Rudra. Congratulations. Merci Bharat pour vos 35 années de service communautaire et merci d'être un exemple pour nous tous. Thank you, Bharat, for your 35 years of community service and for being an example, such an amazing example to all of us. Félicitations. And now, It is my honor to announce tonight's recipient of the Mayor's Award for Volunteer Spirit. I'm going to try to do this with one hand. And it is Wayne French. Congratulations, Wayne.
Oh, thank you. Wow. Thank you for this great honor. It's many thanks to the Ottawa Community Housing Foundation that sent in my application. Special thanks to the executive director, Angela Jean, and her staff, and they're with us tonight. And thank you all. What a great team that works for your Ottawa Community Housing Foundation. They're just fantastic. They all work from the heart. Yes, they get paid, but they have this extra work that they do from the heart. For the last 57 years, I've worked in this community, giving my time and effort for the children, youth, and families that live below the poverty line or at the poverty line. I must thank the companies that I've worked for giving me the time to do this work in the community. I'm presently working for Waste Management and Blue Line Taxi also. I have been on the board of directors for the Ottawa Community Housing Foundation for the last decade and chair for a majority of that time. This was very rewarding, and as the mayor put it, you know, I got out more than I put in to serve these children, the youth, and families that have to have a better life. I would like to thank my family who are here tonight, my daughters, Venus and Tara, and my son, who is watching from above. He's in heaven. And a special thank you to my wife of 57 years, Firma. Thank you. To all the candidates and to the winners, and congratulations to all. You must remember to enjoy the moment that you have right now. Your future moments are not guaranteed, and I know that for a fact. So have a good night, and God bless.
Thank you. Of your personal time, and that's a personal choice about doing something else or helping our communities in Ottawa. Ottawa Community Housing, it's 34,000 residents, highly vulnerable residents in some cases, and it's very important that we count, and we continue to count on the support of the community to provide and deliver services. We cannot do it alone, clearly, and just to bring to your attention that just this year alone, so far, we have welcomed, and with the partnership, and Christine, thank you for the partnership with Volunteer Ottawa, we have welcomed close to 1,200 volunteers coming to Ottawa Community Housing, giving more than 5,000 hours of their time across our communities. It means a lot. It means a lot for our residents also. They are just amazing people that they are looking to, see that, bright light in their lives about a brighter future for their kids and their families. Interestingly, the volunteer program at Ottawa Community Housing does involve amazing corporations that they are coming in our communities each and every year. Beaucoup d'organisations viennent à Ottawa Community Housing, à la Société de logement communautaire d'Ottawa, pour donner de leur temps. And also they do team building. And it's very, very inspiring. I always make a point each and every morning when we are having a startup of an event for a beautification project, for food delivery, food distribution in our communities to welcome the corporations. And today, I'm really, really excited and pleased to introduce the Leadership in Corporate Volunteering. The Corporate Volunteering Award celebrates Ottawa businesses and employers who embrace social responsibility practices through successful employee engagement programs that encourage employees to volunteer and to give back in their community. And tonight, honestly, you are all about, giving back. So the runner-ups that we have tonight are Adobe Canada. Adobe was nominated for its broad and ongoing impact across Ottawa communities. We have Siena, Ottawa. And before I go to Siena, I just want to mention that Adobe alone gave 700 hours of volunteering in Ottawa. That's a lot. So please, a big round of applause to their contribution to Adobe Canada. I want also to mention that Siena, Ottawa, is a global leader of networking systems known for its strong culture of giving back. Very strong. Since 2017, Siena has engaged in over 630 of their staff in giving and donating over 3,000 hours of time to the Ottawa Food Bank. Big round of applause. Amazing, Siena. And the third runner-up is Oxaro, who supports Christie Lake Kids, an organization very close to our communities at Ottawa Community Housing, because many kids in our communities don't have the privilege to go to summer camps, and Christie Lake very close to our heart. And along with many other local organizations, Oxara is giving back in the communities. In 2024, they contributed over 1,000 hours to Christie Lake Kids. Big round of applause. So tonight, and Mayor Sutcliffe, who was there before me, I guess we have to do it with one hand. I'll try to get the name out. And the winner of tonight Leadership in Corporate Volunteerism Award, le prix du leadership dans le bénévolat d'entreprise va à Adobe Canada. Please stand up, come to the stage. Thank you. Adobe. We will have the representative from Adobe joining us. Sam? Okay, perfect, thank you. Merci beaucoup. Hello? Hi, hi, how are you? Good to see you. Congratulations. We know each other from all of the events that they participated. Thank you, congratulations. Thank you. So we'll just turn, I'll put the microphone here because. Congratulations. So you want to take the microphone? Sure. Putting you on the spot.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I am so honored and proud to accept this award on behalf of the Adobe Ottawa site. The social impact programs at Adobe, it's a big company, and they have corporate and site level programs that is truly the best part of working at Adobe. I've worked there for 15 years, and it is truly what keeps me there. The social initiatives that they really do remove all the barriers, so they don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. They remove all the barriers to allow employees to contribute positively to the communities in which they work and live. I want to the Ottawa team has been really lucky to partner with so many amazing organizations, so many that are here tonight in our community, and we want to thank Volunteer Ottawa as well as our friends over at Ottawa Community Housing for the amazing recognition. Thank you so much. Merci.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm truly honored to be part of this year's program, and I want to thank Volunteer Ottawa for this opportunity. In many ways, it feels like homecoming. Back in 2016, High Immigrants Ottawa received the VOscars for Leadership in Diversity. It is wonderful to return to such a meaningful event. Big congratulations to this year's finalists and award winners. Our identities should never determine whether we are healthy, housed, educated, employed, or safe. Unfortunately, many people face discrimination because of their race, sexuality, gender, religion, age, or ability. The biases rooted in colonialism and systemic racism continue to shape policies and power structures that keep indigenous people, blacks, racialized communities, people with disabilities, 2SLGBTQ people, and other marginalized groups from reaching their full potential. At United Way East Ontario, we aim to build a more equitable future by collaborating with underserved communities thoughtfully and directing resources and opportunities where they are needed the most. A hallmark of Canadian identity is the deep value we attach to volunteerism as a means to strengthen communities and drive positive change. Volunteer Ottawa's Pathways to Possibilities Award celebrates this spirit by recognizing an organization committed to making volunteering inclusive, equitable, and welcoming. The award recognizes those who have reduced barriers to volunteering with thoughtful approaches to recruitment, screening, training, communication, and all accommodations to ensure volunteering can be a pathway to possibility for everyone. The three finalists for the Pathway to Possibilities Award are Food Sharing Ottawa. Food Sharing Ottawa promotes and provides alternative uses for surplus food and is on track to rescue over 27,000 kilograms of food in 2024. That is this year. The organization was nominated for their flexible, innovative, and entirely volunteer-run volunteer program, which has grown in just a few years to over 80 passionate volunteers. By actively engaging with underrepresented communities, Food Sharing Ottawa fosters volunteer base that reflects the diversity of the city, empowering volunteers of all backgrounds to contribute effectively to their initiatives. The second finalist, Helping with Furniture. Helping with Furniture provides gently used furniture, housing goods, and other items to those in distress, helping them start new lives in Ottawa. Their flexible and welcoming volunteer program finds a role for anyone interested in volunteering. This all-volunteer-run organization offers flexible schedules, mentorship-style training, and a variety of communication channels to make sure that everyone finds their space. Our last but not the least finalist, Jaku Combet. Jaku Combet is a prominent African-centered community and family-oriented organization based in Ottawa. They organize the annual Ottawa Community Kwanzaa celebration and programs that include the Greatness is Within Me Summer Camp and Black Star Tutoring. All programs encourage the participation of volunteers to build self-esteem, expand horizons, and equip Black youth and families with the skills and knowledge to be influential contributors to the vibrant tapestry of the Ottawa community. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these three outstanding organizations a big round of applause. I think I've lost. Listen, all this shuffle of paper here. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, there we go. Hang on, not so fast, not yet. This is the wrong one. There we go. There. This wasn't scripted. The winner for the Pathway to Possibility Award goes to Food Sharing Ottawa.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Volunteer Ottawa, for all of your support and guidance anytime we need it. I want to thank Food Sharing Ottawa's Board of Directors and our amazing Executive Director, who is not here tonight because she's being nominated at the Businesswoman of the Year Awards. So we wish her luck there, Wendy. We're thinking about you. I want to acknowledge all of our partners in our food distribution network and everyone who's supported our mission. Food Sharing Ottawa is run by a diverse set of volunteers with a really wide variety of skills, interests, and capabilities, and together have the common goal of reducing food waste and increasing public awareness around food waste in our community. I am truly amazed by the dedication and passion of our volunteers, and I couldn't be more proud to be a part of Food Sharing Ottawa, so thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm just going to take some of the clutter off here for you.
PPE, un organisme dédié à l'accompagnement et au soutien des parents francophones de l'Ontario. PPE existe parce que nous croyons fermement que des parents bien outillés sont essentiels à la réussite scolaire et personnelle de leurs enfants. When parents are actively involved, children success better, both in school and in life. PPE se distingue par son engagement à intégrer l'inclusion et la diversité de manière significative dans chacune de ses actions. Nous dressons continuellement un portrait précis des besoins des parents francophones dans toute leur diversité. En collaboration avec nos partenaires essentiels tels que Bénévoles Ottawa, nous développons des programmes qui renforcent la capacité des communautés parentales à s'épanouir. One of your core programs, le programme des conversations, encourage parents to share their experience with their peers, allowing them to support one another and find solutions to the common challenge they face in their precious roles as primary educators. Notre vision est simple. PPE et les parents que nous représentons doivent être reconnus comme des partenaires essentiels du système éducatif. Avec une équipe mobilisée et des alliés précieux, nous travaillons chaque jour pour autonomiser les parents afin qu'ils puissent pleinement jouer leur rôle dans la réussite de leurs enfants. En cette soirée où l'engagement est célébré, je tiens à souligner l'importance de chaque action et de chaque effort, qu'il soit grand ou petit. Together, we are building a better future for your youth and your community. Félicitations à tous les jeunes remarquables nommés pour ce prix. Congratulations to all the youth nominated here tonight. Your commitment to your community inspires us all. About the award, le prix de la jeune bénévole remarquable rend hommage à une jeune d'Ottawa qui a apporté une contribution importante à sa communauté en faisant du bénévolat. The Outstanding Youth Volunteer Award celebrates an Ottawa youth who has made a significant contribution to their community through volunteering. I will now introduce the three finalists. Please stand up when I call your name. Avery Laprade, Avery Laprade is a student at Secret Heart High School who volunteers with Big Brothers Big Sister Ottawa, Family Service Ottawa, and Relay for Life. She has played role in fundraising events that have generated over $100,000. At school, she is vice president of the student council and serves as a peer ambassador and peer mentor for new students. Caitlin Burton. Caitlin is 20 years old and has been volunteering for 3 years as a weekly food sorting volunteer at the Ottawa Food Bank. Caitlin also takes on leadership roles as a food sorting ambassador, helping youth during sorting shifts and helping corporations when they come in to volunteer. Caitlin loves to make people smile and is an inspiration to youth, her fellow volunteers, corporate groups, and the staff at the Ottawa Food Bank. Sarah Akaria. Sarah Akaria is a 16-year-old going into her final year of high school at Ashbury College. She finds special joy in volunteering with children at the Boys and Girls Club and during holiday food drives. At school, she helped launch an environmental club for younger students. Sarah has completed 1,000 hours of community service hours in the past 3 years and can't wait to continue her journey of meeting new people and learning so much along the way. Let's give a big round of applause for your finalists. So the winner is Sarah Akaria.
Thank you, everyone who made this opportunity possible. To my parents who drove me to all of the volunteer opportunities that I went to, and to my school who really got me involved. Before I went into high school, I had no idea what volunteering was or what community service was, and through different clubs and getting involved in my community, I really found a love for it. So if you know someone who's on the fence about doing community service and really getting involved, I would recommend it. It's such a rewarding experience. And from working with kids from all ages and all abilities, it's really broadened my horizon and really made me a better person and who I am today. So thank you to everyone who made this possible.
General practice, and we are very we encourage all of our staff members to participate in the community, and many of them are on various boards or volunteer, and it's a very important part of our business. So we're really excited to to sponsor the Leadership and Skill Volunteering Award. And just to read what it's all about, the Leadership and Skill Volunteering Award is given to someone who regularly volunteers in the position that uses their professional skills in areas such as accounting, carpentry, communications, or fundraising. So that's why we're here this evening for that. And it's my pleasure to introduce the three nominees who are shown up there. And firstly, Diana Official. Diana's here. So Diana was nominated for a commitment to civic engagement as a means of contributing to the development of the English and French-speaking BIPOC community. Apologize if I didn't pronounce that properly. Her volunteer work includes being program manager at Atelier d'Innovation Sociale, founding Out Loud Creative, being program coordinator for the Ottawa Black Film Festival, and directing operations at the Haitian Chamber of Commerce. Her commitment is to diversity, equity, and inclusion drives all of her work. The next nominee is George E.C. McDonald. George retired in 2017 after serving 38 years in the Canadian Forces. Thank you for your service. Since then, he has volunteered with the Barhaven Food Cupboard, Barhaven United Church, the Royal Victorian Order Association of Canada, the National Aviation Museum Society, and the Ottawa Hospital. That's it? He also does language tutoring with People, Words, and Change, and is currently focusing on helping Ukrainians new to Canada. Our next nominee is Megan Blosky. Megan is a chartered professional accountant who's always found ways to give back to the community through volunteering. In 2018, she was appointed to the board of Dress for Success Ottawa and elected as treasurer. Megan's contributions are deeply appreciated by Dress for Success, whose mission is to empower women to achieve economic independence by providing a network of support, professional attire, and the development tools to help women thrive in work and in life. So, I hope I got that part right. I'm sharing the table with the people from Dress for Success. So it's my pleasure to open the envelope. Thankfully, there's not a lot of papers up here anymore. And the winner is Diana Official. Oh, there's Diana. Congratulations, Diana. I'll give you your. Take the picture now. They want to take the picture.
Hello, everyone. I wrote my speech down on my phone. So thank you so much for this incredible honor. I am deeply moved to receive this award from Volunteer Ottawa. From a young age, working alongside my Haitian father, I learned the importance of community, sorry, I'm a bit nervous, of community and lifting others up. It was in those early years that my commitment to equity and inclusion began, grounded in the belief that by empowering others, especially the marginalized, we can all thrive. So with that being said, through art and creativity, I have sought to inspire and help people bring their ideas to life while igniting passion in others. So thank you, Volunteer Ottawa, for fostering a space where leadership means service and community impact. Thank you.
Beautifully done. Thank you so much, Diana. Congrats.
It really is a pleasure to be here this evening. I'm Laura Bonnet, the founder and CEO of Yellow Tree Grant Services. We work with national, provincial, and frontline organizations across this wonderful country. Many of those organizations have volunteer programs, and we work closely with them to make sure that they can continue to offer those services because, you know, it's been a hard couple of years for volunteer programs. And these are my wonderful colleagues, Stephen Watts, our grants manager, and Mahtab Kashmiri, our operations manager at Yellow Tree. So the award that we'll be presenting tonight, because we do everything as a team, you see, is the Outstanding Volunteer Program Award. The Outstanding Volunteer Program Award is given to an organization in the Ottawa region that has built a successful, thriving volunteer program based on excellence in volunteer management principles and practices. And that's a pretty tall order, isn't it? So we have 3 finalist organizations this year. The first is Connected Canadians. Okay, where's that table? Raise your hands. Where's that table? At the very back? Right on. There we are. Way back there. Okay. Connected Canadians provides free technology training and support to older adults, fostering digital literacy skills and reducing isolation and loneliness. Many Connected Canadian technology mentors are newcomers to Canada, highly skilled in technology, who benefit from the conversational opportunities and Canadian workplace experience, while senior clients feel pride and connection in welcoming these newcomers into Canadian communities. CC's goal is for all older Canadians to have access to free technology training and support by 2030. And that's a pretty impressive goal. The second organization nominated this evening is the Pinecrest Queensway Community Health Centre. Where are you? Raise some noise back there. There we go. That's a mouthful to say. PQCHC is a community benefit organization providing comprehensive primary health care and innovative community programming through multiple service locations in Western Ottawa and regional programming. Their regional programming, okay, I messed that one up, I'm sorry. PQ's volunteer program helps the center meet the needs of diverse communities, working in partnership with individuals, families, community, to achieve their full potential. Give it up for them, please. Our final nominee this evening for this category is Shelter Movers. Where are you? Excellent, thank you. Shelter Movers Ottawa provides free moving and storage services to individuals and families transitioning to a safer environment. Their volunteer-powered services include urgent exit assistance, police escorted moves, and resettlement support to individuals and families fleeing abuse. Volunteers actively contribute to supporting and standing with survivors as they transition to a life of safety. Let's give them a hand. Thank you for that great work. And the winner is Connected Canadians. Give it to them.
Well, I know this gal. This is Emily Jameson, Emily Jones-Jonas joining us, and I'm so excited that you're here. Congratulations, my friend. And I know our friends from Yellow Tree want to send a big congratulations as well. Thank you. Want to get some photos? Go ahead and get a photo with Laura down there, too. I want to make sure Laura's included. Okay, sounds great. I love it. Thank you, Laura. Thank you so much. Welcome, Emily, to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. I am truly honored to accept this award on behalf of Connected Canadians. As the CEO, co-founder, and a volunteer myself, this recognition holds a very special place in my heart. Thank you, Volunteer Ottawa, for this incredible acknowledgement and for celebrating the spirit of volunteering that brings us all here tonight. Connected Canadians was founded with the belief that technology can be a bridge, not a barrier, especially for older Canadians. And it has been the dedication, compassion, and energy of our volunteers that have made this vision a reality. Our mentors, many of whom are newcomers to Canada, work tirelessly to help seniors navigate the digital world, fostering a sense of connection and empowerment for both sides. It's been extraordinary to witness how, in helping others, our volunteers find a deeper sense of belonging and purpose in their own lives. This award belongs to each one of our volunteers. It belongs to our clients who open their hearts to learn and to the newcomers who share their skills with so much care. Together, they've created a community that's not just about technology, but about human connection, mutual respect, and learning from one another. Thank you to all of our partners, supporters, and everyone who believes in our mission. This recognition encourages us to keep going, to reach more people, and to continue proving that with a little support and a lot of heart, we can all be more connected.
Quite simply, my organization would not exist without older adult volunteers. Over 60 years ago, a small team founded the National Association of Federal Retirees, and today there are over 170,000 members across the country with 1,000 volunteers working hard all across Canada. These federal retirees are busy meeting with local politicians and members of parliament, defending federal pensions and benefits, and advocating to improve retirement for all Canadians. Il est donc tout à fait approprié, je pense, que l'Association nationale des retraités fédéraux parraine le prix de bénévole aîné exceptionnel lors des VOscars de cette année. And if you'll indulge me, I also want to steal a moment to invite you to our biggest event of the year. On October the 29th, we'll be celebrating the fulfillment that working and volunteering can bring to retirement. A distinguished panel of federal retirees, including former clerk of the Privy Council, Michael Wernick, will share their retirement experiences. If you'd like to join us in person or online, please go to our Facebook page for Federal Retirees Ottawa and register for Thriving in Retirement, Putting Your Skills and Abilities to Great Use. Thank you again, sincerely, for inviting us to be a part of this evening's celebrations. Merci infiniment. Now on to the award. The Outstanding Older Adults Volunteer Award is given to an older adult volunteer who has made a meaningful impact in the community through their volunteering. Many organizations rely heavily upon their retired and older volunteers who bring their experience, their animation, and their time to the work of the associations that they're working with. So it's very important that we recognize this sector of the volunteer community. This year, we have 3 tremendous nominees for this award, and I'll introduce them to you now. Carolyn Wilcox. Carolyn Wilcox. Carolyn Wilcox has been volunteering with Food Share Ottawa since 2021. Since retiring from the Federal Public Service, maybe a member of my association, she has helped build FSO's volunteer team from 12 people to over 80 individuals, and is spreading awareness of the issues around food waste and the work of FSO is doing in the community. George Thwaites. George Thwaites has been volunteering since he was a teenager, coaching and administering youth sports, participating on school parent councils, and serving on Ottawa's Parks and Recreation Committee. Since retiring from the federal public service, probably another federal retiree, he has volunteered with Ronald McDonald Family Room, CHEO, the Ottawa Network for Education, on Queen's University Council, and at the Navan Curling Club. He's currently volunteering with Meals on Wheels at Orleans United Church and the Shelter Movers Ottawa. Joan Coulter. Joan Coulter began volunteering in high school and became a volunteer leader with the Girl Guides of Canada when she moved to Ottawa to work for the federal government. She led the guiding units at all age levels, supporting and empowering youth to explore ideas and interests, develop confidence, and build teamwork and leadership skills. She's also volunteered at her church, led a children's choir, and is currently a board member of a church camp and retreat center that welcomes everybody. I ask you to join me now in giving a warm round of applause for these three extraordinary individuals and for their deep dedication to helping others. And the winner this year is Carolyn Wilcox. Carolyn is unable to attend this evening, but will be represented by Charles Costain. Charles?
Thank you. I'm not Carolyn, but I'm very pleased to represent her here. She asked me to say that she was sorry she couldn't be here tonight, but I don't believe her. She's currently on a plane on the way to New Zealand, where she'll be spending the next 2 months. So good for her. She deserves a break. She asked me to convey the following message. It's such an honor to be receiving a VOscar. Thank you to all who nominated and voted for me. Thank you also to Volunteer Ottawa and all the sponsors for their support in recognizing those who chose to give their time and energy. I regret I could not be with you tonight. However, after reading the write-ups in all the categories, I know I'm in great company, and I congratulate all of the other finalists. Volunteering has been and is a fulfilling way to create impact in a meaningful way and to meet new people in my community. I am truly grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Wonderful to have a friend like that come and accept her award for you. That's lovely. Okay, I wanted to take this opportunity to invite Natalie Brender to join us again on stage to host the presentation of the Lifetime Achievement Award. Natalie's returning.
Thank you, Sam. Congratulations to all of the awardees and also to every single one of the finalists. The stories that we heard about your work tonight are such a testament to the community we live in, the people who live here, and the value that your volunteering effort makes to all of our lives. So truly, thank you all. Now, we have one more story to hear tonight. Every year, the Volunteer Ottawa Board of Directors chooses one individual whose commitment and contributions to the community have extended over many decades and who's made a significant impact through volunteering in a wide variety of settings in this city. The list of past recipients speaks to the prestige of this award. Last year, we celebrated Sarah Anyango's contributions to the people of Ottawa as a community broadcaster and a leader in the African Caribbean communities. Sarah joined individuals like Max Keeping, Lawrence Greenspan, Dave Smith, and Dennis Jackson, all widely recognized for their long-standing generosity towards many charities and causes. This year's recipient is an exceptional addition to this roll of honor. Bharat Rudra has contributed to our community in a remarkable number of ways and in so many roles. We are so honored to have him here with us tonight and to give everyone here a chance to learn more about the difference he has made to so many people. And so it's my great pleasure now to invite two people who know Bharat extremely well to join me on stage now to pay tribute to this exceptional volunteer. First is Manu Sharma, who's a seasoned entrepreneur, a leadership coach, a strategic advisor, and has long been inspired by Bharat Rudra's vision and impact. As the Director of Corporate Services and Social Innovation at the Ottawa Community Foundation, Manu channels his expertise to drive meaningful change in the community. He has a long history of association with community initiatives and charitable organizations, including Thai Ottawa, Mind Trust Leadership, Hub Ottawa, Junior Achievement, Ottawa Network for Education, and the Ottawa Mission. Also joining us is Kalai Kalaichelvan, President of Eon Wireless. Come on up, Kalai. As a dedicated Thai Ottawa volunteer and charter member, Kalai has closely collaborated with Bharat Rudra in actively supporting many community initiatives that Bharat has led and delivered. He has decades of entrepreneurial leadership and a profound commitment to nurturing talent and fostering entrepreneurship in Ottawa through his dedication and innovative vision.
Both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today to celebrate a truly remarkable individual, Bharat Rudra. What you give to someone who expects nothing, who seeks no reward, who only desires to share and give without ever asking for anything in return. For a long time, I've looked for an opportunity, the right moment, to shine a light on such an individual. Someone who has dedicated their life to helping others. Bharat Rudra is that individual. For many in our community, he has set the vision and standards that have allowed us to expand our own impact. I am one of those individuals. I'm deeply grateful to Volunteer Ottawa, the team, for giving me the opportunity to highlight Bharat today. Volunteerism is a noble calling. Ask anyone, and they will tell you how essential it is. But there is a rare breed, those like Bharat, who don't engage in volunteerism as a side activity or a way to earn recognition or to put it on their resumes. For them, it's a way of life. It's woven into the very fabric of who they are. I vividly remember walking into an office on Carleton University campus in early 2003 as a recent international student. And there he was. Bharat extended his hand with a smile that instantly made me feel seen. He listened with genuine curiosity, and in that brief encounter, I already sensed the deep compassion that defines him. I didn't know it at that time, but that moment marked the beginning of a journey that would change my own life. So allow me to take all of you back with me to India in July of 2000. The evening before I was set to leave my home in India, I stood on our terrace next to my mom, looking out, absorbing everything, the streets, the sounds, the comfort of family, the joy of childhood friendships, things that defined my life. And in that moment, I knew I was going to lose all of it. A wave of fear washed over me, the excitement of pursuing my dream of attending graduate school in the United States had given way to deep anxiety. So I looked at my mom and I whispered to her, "Mom, my tummy hurts." Thank you. My mom would love this when I tell her that somebody clapped when I said her name out loud. So I said, "Mom, my tummy hurts." I think I have appendicitis. She held my hand and in her quite reassuring way said, Manu, this fear is natural. Son, a massive change lays in front of you, but there's a world out there, a community you haven't met, people who are going to inspire you. You just don't know it yet. So, comforted by mom's wisdom, I left for North America the next day, but during my years in Chicago, that promised community remained a distant mirage. Despite receiving an excellent education, the sense of belonging, feeling truly welcome, remained elusive. Then I came to Ottawa to pursue my MBA. But those lingering doubts followed me. Would this be any different? Would I find the community I longed for? And then one fateful day, I walked into an office, and as I mentioned earlier, there was Bharat. In his usual warm and engaging way, he invited me to volunteer at an upcoming Thai Ottawa event. A few days later, I arrived at the National Arts Center feeling underdressed and overwhelmed. I volunteered at the registration desk before quietly taking a seat at a back table. I felt out of place. I missed my mom. As the event formally began, Bharat saw me in the back and walked over. He took me by my hand, walked me to the head table, where he asked a senior Thai member to vacate their seat so I could sit next to the guest of honor, Pramod Haq, a highly esteemed venture capitalist from Silicon Valley. I hesitated, unsure if I belonged there. He looked at me and said, I know what you're thinking. Take this seat. You belong here. So in that moment, everything lifted. Everything shifted. The fear I had felt years ago on my terrace in India, the uncertainty about whether I would ever find my place, it all melted away. My mom was right, and you can clap. I had found my community, and it happened because of a volunteer in this beautiful city, Bharat Rudra. So I share this pivotal moment to emphasize something we often overlook when we talk about volunteerism, the profound impact it can have at an individual level. That evening didn't just change my sense of belonging, it set me on a path that would shape my life's purpose. Bharat didn't just invite me to a table, he opened a door that led to a lifelong pursuit of contributing to others. It's this ripple effect, the deeply personal impact of volunteerism that transforms not just communities, but individuals. Bharat's deep commitment to giving back, to lifting others, sparked something in me, the young engineer I was in 2003. And that has burnt continuously in my heart and in my life till this date. His humanity, his humility, his unwavering integrity, John talked about the loyalty, are at the heart of everything he does. The stories of life touched by Bharat are countless. I know many people in this crowd today who could share their own inspirational stories of how he has enriched their lives. So tonight, as we gather to celebrate Bharat's lifetime of achievements, this award is not just about the millions he has raised, because he's done that too, or the causes he has championed, because he's done that too, the events that he organized, the bridges that he built between people. It's about the lives he has touched, the communities he has nurtured, the legacy of generosity he continues to create, and a statement to people like I, who call this city our home because of Bharat Rudra. This recognition honors the quiet contributions, the silent acts of selflessness, and the countless hours he has invested in uplifting others. We all have a bucket list. I get to check off one of my most cherished items today, which is a heartfelt tribute to my mentor, Bharat Rudra.
Thank you, Manu. It was an excellent recognition on this one about Bharat. I think you heard from Manu really the personal impact for an individual Bharat has made. And this is not just Manu. There are many, many like that. We can have a big number of people can come here and talk about this, about Bharat's individual impact. What a pleasure to see Bharat in this prestigious event, and more importantly, really getting the Life Achievement Award. Typically, wherever you go there and you ask for a Life Achievement Award, you really look for people who have kind of, silver hair men, silver hair women. That's what you hear. And now you know Bharat. We don't know, is it silver hair or not? So, anyway, my name is Kalai. I know Bharat for over 25 years. And I just want to share with you the things what he has done for the community in multiple ways. And whenever you talk about the life achievement, right, you always ask about, when do these people start helping others? Is it like when they are very young, when they are very old, when they are, sometimes some people will say, I'm so busy with my work, I don't have time now, I will help after I retire. Some people say, well, I'm just don't have any money to do anything, so I will help when I get some money. That's the kind of a thing, usually people have those kind of things. But there are some who start helping from day one. Bharat used to, from what I hear, is really that when he was very young, he used to go to the villages and then start teaching people, helping people. So literally, Bharat has the volunteerism, helping others in his DNA. And he continues to do that. He was started off that early, and he continues to do that, and I'm sure he's not going to stop. Sorry, Beena, he's not going to stop. So that is Bharat. That's kind of a person you are really looking at here and how he has to do that one. The one thing what I find with Bharat is anything he does, he doesn't do it just for one event, 1 year, 2 years. Anything he does it for a longer time, 6 years, 10 years. I don't know how he does it, but he goes after it. This is literally, he builds a legacy on anything he does. And there are so many of them you can see in the last 25 years I've seen, like he has built those type of a legacy. A simple example is, right, a gentleman sitting next to me, I was asking, how do you know Bharat? He said, 25 years ago, he taught me Bhangra dance. And that's what he told me now, right? So he's the one who started off the culture of how to do on the Bhangra dancing and those kind of things. And he didn't do it for 1 or 2 years. He again did it for 9 or 10 years. So it is really talking about building that cultural legacy. He has built that cultural legacy, and it continues. And with the young kids, you teach them those things. First radio station he started off, Punjabi radio station he started. These kind of things he starts, and it stays there forever in the community. That's what I see with Bharat. When you talk about the legacy building, that's the one thing he has done. When you look at the other one, which he has done it through few others, he together started off this Datkan, which is kind of like, translated into heartbeat. Again, he did it for 10 years, collecting fundraising for Heart and Stroke Foundation, and then essentially having galas and raising money. Tirelessly raised over $10 million for that. And then again, this is something from the healthcare perspective. The legacy is built. So that's the kind of a thing which he constantly does it. And anything which he does like that, it really continues its legacy. That's the key about him. The other one, which is really close to my heart, is the Thai entrepreneurship work, what he has done, which is actually the Indus Entrepreneurship Organization. This is really, you're talking about the Canadian entrepreneurship legacy he built. In 2000s, we all know the days when the booms are taking place in the technology industry. At the same time, companies like Nortel, Newbridge, and all these companies were boom and bust. Everything was taking place. There are so many layoffs happening. That Ottawa is going through Ottawa thought that, large companies are going to stay forever, but didn't happen like that. Unfortunately, everything was falling apart. At that time, Bharat looked at all these things, and three of our other friends together, they said, we should do something for Ottawa. And then they went there, and then there is an organization called the Indus Entrepreneurship Organization, started off by billionaires in Silicon Valley. And they have such a large number of chapters. He actually started, with this group of people, started a chapter here in Ottawa that's called Thai Ottawa chapter. That chapter right now has 150 members, and it has got 24 charter members, and many of them are here who are sitting in this hall now. And he literally spearheaded this. Imagine, he started off in 2002, and even now he is a very, very active. As I said, it is not anything he touches, it's not a 1 or 2 year. It's just building that Canadian entrepreneurship legacy. One of the hallmark of that is something called Thai Conference. And he did that one. I remember the day when you were talking about it. Should that be called TaiCon Ottawa? Should that be called TaiCon Ontario? We were discussing all these things. And that's the time he said, let's call this TaiCon Canada. We will make an impact, national impact let's make, and brought up everyone together. And 10 years, TaiCon is going, this is the 10th year, TaiCon is going on continuously. What is TaiCon? Literally bringing in entrepreneurs, both US and Canada, here, and then telling them what are the business models they have to do, what are the challenges they have to do, how to raise money, all these things to help the entrepreneurs. And today, when Ottawa has 1,500 startups, how does it happen? It doesn't happen by itself. These are the kind of things which actually make it happen. We don't realize it sometimes. What is the origin of all these things? That's what Thai did it. And thanks to many of the friends who are here who made that happen with the leadership of Bharat doing that. I still remember this was 4 or 5 years ago, Bharat told me that, we have a lot of guests from US have come, so why don't you actually take charge of taking care of them on a Saturday afternoon, either dinner. He said, afternoon and dinner, something you had arranged, Kala, he told me. Then I looked at the list, literally 42 CEOs from US have come here on that day. I looked at the whole thing, and then I said to myself, we were able to attract them. They literally traveled. Interesting thing is, he did not pay them their ticket. They paid their own ticket and came here.
All of them volunteered.
All of them volunteered, came here. They have a lot of money, but still, they did come. And that's what it is. How did he do it? He used to personally call them, talk to them. That makes the difference for them. And just because Bharat called, they used to come. That's what it is. Not like just sending an email blast. Please attend. And then you do a spray and pray. You send 1,000 emails and then 40 people come. No. He just goes there and then says, okay, I want you to come. So that's what he did, right? So that the TaiCon was very successful, and I guess the next TaiCon is happening on the next month. So this is a very successful event, and this is where the entrepreneurship really is built in Ottawa, in Canada. It is really growing. There's another one which is another classic example on Thai is called the Pitch Fest. Just for any youngsters who are starting a company, the team really put together a program called Pitch Fest, where you are given $25,000, whoever wins, plus $100,000 in-kind contribution from Microsoft and IBM and all these companies who used to contribute it. And then we thought, when we started off this whole thing, people like the big supporters, like people like Deepak is here, Josh is here, all these guys were all excited about this whole thing. How do we do it? Some of the companies have become really hot companies in Ottawa. Classic example is MindBridge, right? AI company, which is there. That was, when this person started, it was a very young guy, started off very early. We were probably one of the very first $25,000 he got. Today, this company is a very successful company. Again, you have to look at it, the origin of where things happen, the impact he's making, and how that impact grows. That's what Bharat is all about. So, and then again, as I said, it is the building the legacy. So this is where Bharat's contribution is. I can go on and on and on. So let me just stop here right now. And I'm really so excited about this, as you can imagine. But where Manu is explaining about the individual, how an individual he made an impact, and like that there are so many individuals there. But sometimes what I was explaining is really the activities, what he does, how he can spread that across, not just Ottawa. How do we grow it into Canada? That's the kind of thing what Bharat is here, and truly, truly well-deserved person. And really, I want to thank Volunteer Ottawa to say that giving this award and recognition to you. Congratulations, Bharat.
Thank you so much, Kalai. Thank you so much, Manu. And now it's my great honor to ask Bharat Rudra to come up here. Hey, I think we're all... Thank you so much. Thank you. Bharat. Of all the people who Volunteer Ottawa has honored with this award over the years, I don't think we've ever heard a more heartfelt set of tributes to what person has done, not just for organizations or institutions, but also affecting the lives of individuals in an incredibly lasting way over the decades. And we know that the sector that you have devoted so much work in extends its benefits across all of Ottawa. So, the impacts are incalculable, and I'm so honored to present you on behalf of Volunteer Ottawa with this award. So, Bharat, thank you.
That's a hard act to follow, Manu and Kalai. What a touching speech, Manu. I'm glad I'm not talking right after that because I wouldn't be able to see because of the tears in my eyes. Good evening, everyone. I stand before you tonight deeply humbled and filled with gratitude. To receive a Lifetime Achievement Award for something that has given me so much joy and purpose feels in many ways overwhelming. Volunteer Ottawa, thank you for such an extraordinary honor. For over 67 years, you've been the heartbeat of volunteerism in this community. And tonight, I feel privileged to stand here and reflect on the remarkable legacy of service and impact that has shaped my life. This award is not mine alone. It's shared with every person who has been part of this journey. And many of you are here tonight in the audience. To each of you, your support, your guidance, mentorship, and friendship have been my compass, and this recognition is as much yours as it's mine. It feels especially fitting to be receiving this award here at the St. Anthony's Soccer Club. Those of you who don't know, this used to be called St. Anthony's Soccer Club. This place is not just a banquet hall. It's a home filled with memories. From the moment, lost the train of thought. It's here that we held our first major youth event back in 1990. From that moment on, St. Anthony's became a second home, not just for me, but for many individuals who stood alongside me as we worked towards a common vision of service. This room has witnessed our shared dreams, our efforts, and our unwavering commitment to our community. Standing here tonight, I feel I've come a full circle. When I reflect on the life of community service, my thoughts often drift back to my childhood in India. There was an English teacher I had, Mr. Krishanlal Arora. He wasn't your typical teacher. He didn't believe in punishment or stern lectures. Instead, he taught me through quiet wisdom and grace. I was a mischievous boy full of energy, but instead of taming that, he showed me how to channel it into something meaningful. He taught me that success wasn't measured by what you achieve for yourself, but by what you give back to others. I often think how one teacher in one classroom planted the seed for everything I've done since. His lessons weren't loud, but they were profound. Though I never got the chance to thank him before he passed away, I carry his values with me every day. His guidance was quite a force behind everything that brought me to this stage tonight. Volunteerism is not just something I do. As Manu said, it's my life's calling. From the moment I arrived in Canada at the age of 16 in 1980, I faced a choice to see this world as a place where I could take and receive, or to reflect on everything I had been given and choose to give back. I chose the latter. And I'm so glad I did, because that decision shaped every part of my life since. I've never walked this journey alone. My life and my success has been shaped by the generosity, wisdom, and support of countless individuals. Can I get my napkin, please? My life and success have been shaped by the generosity, wisdom, and support of countless individuals who have shared their time and guidance along the way. Volunteerism isn't about lending a hand here and there. It's about acknowledging that none of us achieve anything alone. It's about recognizing that we're part of something bigger, and that when we contribute to the lives of others, we enrich our own in ways we cannot measure. Volunteerism for me has never been a task. As I said earlier, it's a way of life. It has enriched my soul in ways that no professional success ever could. As I often tell my mentees, volunteerism does to your spirit what exercise does to your body. It keeps you strong, resilient, and humble. It reminds you that the world is much bigger than your individual success. It's through volunteerism that I've built lifelong relationships and found my deepest sense of purpose. In a world where challenges can feel overwhelming, what I've learned is this. Real change happens when people come together, when they give what they can, whether that's time, energy, or wisdom, and build something bigger than themselves. Volunteerism is the ultimate path to growth. It's not about accolades, it's about building communities that will thrive for generations to come. As I stand here, my heart isn't just filled with pride for what we have done, it's filled with hope for the future. The communities we have built, the lives we have touched, this is just the beginning. This award doesn't mark the end of a chapter, it marks the start of what we can still achieve together. The challenge of the worlds are many, but I believe in the power of community. I believe in the kindness within each one of us, and I believe in the boundless impact of community service. Every single one of us has the capacity to make a difference. Together, we can build a future filled with hope, empathy, and compassion. Now, to my wife, Bina, and my son, Sami, there are no words that can express the depth of my gratitude. You've been a rock, my unwavering source of love and strength. Your support has been the foundation upon which I've built this journey of service. To my eldest brothers and my eldest sisters here, and my extended family, my friends, and every person I have the privilege to work with, this award is as much yours as it's mine. Together, we have built something that matters, something that will endure far beyond tonight. And finally, to Volunteer Ottawa, thank you for reminding us all the power of service. I accept this award with humility and a renewed commitment to service this community, knowing that the best is yet to come. Thank you.